What's going on, y'all? I hope you're well. You know that I am. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in San Diego, California, America's finest cities. We're going to get into some good points, some bad points. Let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. So since 2020, we all know there's been a lot of migration around the country, people moving out of the cities and into more suburban areas. And we all know there's been a lot of talk about people moving out of California, first time in history since they've been recording it, that California saw a population decrease. But San Diego's been this little bubble that hasn't really seen it, and there's a lot of reasons for that, and we're going to get into both the pros and the cons of living here. Okay, so pro number one, it really starts and ends with the sunshine, and you know, if you've ever been to San Diego, it's absolutely gorgeous. I always joke about, out of 365 days a year, we get 340 days of sunshine, which might be exaggerating a little, but not by a lot. Average temperatures in San Diego are about 70 degrees all year round, which makes it really amazing for people that love doing things outdoors, whether it be the beaches, bike riding, running, trails, anything, you name it. We're also really close to Big Bear, about an hour and a half away, and I'm one that has surfed in the evening, snowboarded in the morning, so it's just endless possibilities here if you love being outside. No shortage of vitamin D for sure. All right, con number one, and this one's the big thing here, and I'm sure you've heard it on the news, gas prices. Gas prices in San Diego are high, to say the least. They average, as of today, when making this video in December, they average about $4.63 per gallon, which is well above the national average of $3.30 a gallon. So if you're somebody that drives for a living, it might be something to take pause about living here. But like a lot of people working from home, you're not driving as much. It's not as much of a concern. But gas prices are still really high in San Diego. Okay, pro number two. San Diego is a very diverse community with a lot of people. It's very transient, as you know, so that it really brings people from all over the world, which makes it really rich in culture. Being close to the border, we get a lot of influence from Mexico in our food, in our way of life. You can just really see it. It's a huge part of our culture here in San Diego. And the food here, because of that transient nature and being close to the border, we have, I would say, without a doubt, the best Mexican food in the country, north of the border. And one thing that you might not realize is San Diego has some of the best Asian food also. We have a little area on Convoy where it's known for its ramen. It's just amazing Asian food there. Korean food, you can't beat it. That is one of the things that San Diego is not known for, which it's becoming better, more known for, is its food culture, which is really brought on by our diverse community. Okay, so con number two of living in San Diego is the cost of living. It went up about 2.6% year over year. It's one of the largest increases found in the country, and those are due to transportation, food, and the housing sectors. All were culprits in that increase of cost of living. According to zerodown.com, San Diego ranks 14th out of 273 cities across the United States in terms of its cost of living. That's really high. Housing is about 107% above the national average. Even a pizza is going to cost you 12% more in San Diego than it will around the other parts of the country. The median home price is about $765,000. The national average, just to put it into context, is about $234,000. Pro number three for living in San Diego are investment opportunities. If you live here and buy here, most likely you're going to make money here. And so San Diego is kind of broken into four main areas. We go North County, Encinitas, Cardiff, all those beautiful places. South County, which would be like Chula Vista, San Isidro. East County, which would be like La Mesa, Santee. And then Metro, which is like downtown and some of those surrounding areas. While San Diego County as a whole, we saw 17.2% increase. And while you might think of some of the obvious places like La Jolla, Coronado, Encinitas, really East County and South County, which are still really affordable, really saw the biggest increases, with South County being 19.4% increase and East County being 21.2% increase from year over year. So good opportunity there for investment opportunities in San Diego County. Okay, con number 3 for living in San Diego County, and I'm just gonna be honest, the roads suck. They're terrible. I just traveled back to North Carolina recently, and the roads are so nice, and San Diego, we can do better. The roads here are pretty bad. Also, public transportation is not the best here in California, San Diego. We have a trolley system, but it doesn't even really take you to some of our biggest tourist destinations in San Diego, which are our beaches. So I think those are one main draw is our kind of the transportation, which includes roads and public transportation. Pro number 4 for living in San Diego is our quality of life. I mean, it's absolutely the best. So much to do in terms of arts, culture, outdoor activities. The list of things to do here is just absolutely endless. If you like being outside, water sports abound. There's so much to do. Biking, you see cyclists all over the place. San Diego's the home to the triathlon, little known fact right there. It also is top 20 in school systems in the entire country, and it's actually third in the quality of education and attainment. So bringing a family to San Diego, it's really good in terms of schools and being outdoors. Obviously, I can't say it enough. Con number 4 for living in San Diego. So we talked about the investment opportunities. Well, one of the cons to that is it's very competitive to try to own a home in San Diego. We talk about it all over the country, but it's particularly hard here sometimes. The current market conditions and the desirability of living here really can make it tough. Having good agent and good team behind you, we can get it done. But it is one of the drawbacks for buying or for renting. Rent prices are really high and challenging as well. So can be a positive, can be a drawback for some. Pro number 5 for living in San Diego is jobs. We've got jobs, people. Really, the job growth is fueled by the biotech industry, which biotech is doing for San Diego what the tech industry is doing for Silicon Valley. The military has been a huge presence in San Diego and really underscores a lot of what San Diego is all about. And we love the military here. Between Coronado, Camp Pendleton, it is really, really rich in our servicemen and women, and we love them for what they do for San Diego, not only San Diego, but for our country as well. Tourism really fuels a lot of the service industry, which is great because, like I was saying, our restaurants are really on the map. We now have 4 Michelin star restaurants, by the way, guys. 2 Michelin sushi restaurants. So our tourism and service industry really top notch, becoming world class. And the healthcare industry, as our population grows, we need more healthcare. I think the average age of the people living in San Diego is in the late 30s. So we're a young population, and being outdoors keeps us healthy. There you go, guys, the pros and the cons of living in San Diego, but you know that I'm biased. I love it here. I think it's just the greatest place to live in the country. But if you have any questions about it, or if San Diego is on your radar of places that you might be wanting to relocate to, give me a call, 619-913-3028. You can text me there as well. Also, feel free to send me an email at joe@sdfavoriteteam.com. Comment in the section below if you have anything to add to it, whether it's a pro or a con. Love to hear your opinion as well. But there it is. Now, let's go make it happen.